this matchup. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Florida State Seminoles offense as they take control of the football first. There's the dangerous Deuce Robinson. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He is a big play waiting to happen.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. They've got to do a really good job in this one, communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. And the Noles are flying down the field. Leaves it with the back. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to the connection in the passing game. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
So Stanford's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Dropping back, it's Warren. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Looking to throw for it. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Gives it on the option. The ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hit.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Intercepted. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To throw, it's Warren. On the run, fires downfield. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
Don't love the incompletion, but I do love the pass pro.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. The give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. Fires on the move. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Wants to throw. It's Warren. Going for it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. You're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's cut.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And it's no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Maybe a crease. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll test the right side. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. After getting pushed back on the holding call, here comes 2nd and long. The run to the right. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. 3rd and 11. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The Noles will bring the punt team onto the field.
Number 36, to kick it away.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can...
Caught, and he's got room. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Stanford quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete. It has been a less than stellar start in ACC play, and now the mission is to try to keep this season from going down the drain.
Yeah, and you got to find new ways to motivate. You came into the season, you're probably like, hey, listen, we want to be ACC champs, and that dream is probably gone, but let's refocus, right, Jesse? It's really fun to be that team in the middle towards the end of the year, too, where you can play spoiler.
Yeah, it's all about building, too. Just one game at a time, and it just takes one win to get the season completely turned around. This team has not yet quit on the year. They're still out playing hard with great effort. They just got to put a full game together. Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become?
Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Fires to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Here's a little room there. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Pulls it on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Showing the arm strength to the left. Scares, he's got it. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Seminoles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Here comes the heat. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They just keep firing. Moving out to the right. Touchdown Seminoles! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in on the Stanford sideline. I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Snagged out of the air. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. There's some room. Touchdown, Knowles! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Effective offense, leading the way here in establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking downfield, it's Warren. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Got a man. It's Yaw. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down to the 40. Lining up, trying to convert. Third and short from the 40. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. To the air on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Throws toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points at that.
Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey guys, checking in on the Stanford sideline. There is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark, and you don't know how to control them. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Back to throw, it's Warren. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Fires downfield. A missed opportunity on that errant pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. Now Stanford is going to call a timeout. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Quick completion on the out route. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Got it. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Cardinal! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And this is always the fine line as an offense, man. You want to be aggressive. You want to go get more points right before the half, but you can't be careless. You can't make mistakes. And, man, Palmer, that's a big mistake that goes all the way back the other direction.
And give the defense credit, too, because in that 2-minute situation, they're expecting pass. Everybody's got to be on guard. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. He was able to jump the throw. Now he's taking it the distance. He's building the lead for his team. They've got so much momentum now heading into halftime.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Wisconsin Badgers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking to pass. It's Warren. And this is going to be incomplete on third. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Catches it at the 15. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. The 40. At the 30. He's at the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see teams start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's second and long. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And they got it.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. What a grab with one hand. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Catches it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. Needs it to keep this drive alive. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short? The run inside. It's 4. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll go right back to him. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Seminoles lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Looking to throw, it's Daniels. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. The option look. He'll toss it. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Just feeds the running back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Running inside, it's Shaw. Might have a chance. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. 1 more quarter to play. It might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. This time he wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's 1st down in the red zone at the 10. Pulls and fires complete. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The play action fake. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Stanford!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he added the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Out of the gun to give to the back. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Daniels. Looking deep. So close to a huge gain there, but he makes the catch out of bounds. It's incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Here's the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. The Noles send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. And he's still running after the move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They've got a 1st down here. Want to start his bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Got out of trouble and throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Cardinals come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. The snap sets up the throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. On the move at the 30. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Tight game like this one late, and those types of mistakes can just crush you. Let's see what they've got on 3rd and long. Bringing the heat. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Offense in a split backfield. They'll try the right side. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Pocket breaking down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick. Nice physical play on the court.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Ford.
Well, I'll give the defense a lot of credit because the quarterback had nowhere to go downfield with that one. He just tried to spit it out to the perimeter. Nice catch, but they only gave up 1 yard.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the right. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Daniels. Right on the money. At the 40, there he goes. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. The Cardinal offense takes the field, ready to attack. They got the stop they needed. Now can the offense pay it off and tie this game up late? Off the bootleg to buy a little space. That's caught. It's Ford. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the 4th. Dropping back, it's Warren. On the move, he fires. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Florida State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
In this kind of game where it's only one possession, one play could make the difference. And that time the quarterback got a little too greedy. The defender jumps in front, picks it off, pads the lead for his team. We still got a lot of football to go here, but that was a massive play for the defense.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse. Makes the catch, and he's free. And he's finally taken down inside the 5, but hold on, there's a flag on the field. There are penalties you sort of forget about, and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ford. They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a 1st down. clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Blackburn. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
To the air, it's Warren. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Wants to keep it in the air. They've got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. On fourth down, looking to pass. Under fire. Looking for the end zone. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. They'll run it from the gun. Maybe some room here. Now Stanford is going to call a timeout. That's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. They give it to him again. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Now the Cardinal decide to spend their third and final timeout. Now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Here they come on fourth and short from the 50. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Florida State.
The Seminoles will punt it away on fourth down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the ball comes to rest right there. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a